Welcome to another back of the net recording. This is for right-angled trigonometry. It's not for the sine and cosine rule, it's just for right-angled trigonometry, so SOHCAHTOA type trigonometry. Okay, here's a right-angled triangle, 8, 5 and x. Calculate the size of the angle marked x. So we need to calculate this angle here. It's a right-angled triangle, so I'll be able to use SOHCAHTOA. Right, so first thing I've got to do is label up my triangle here with the hypotenuse, always opposite the right angle, h, the opposite the angle I'm looking for, and the a adjacent to it. Tick off what I've got the hypotenuse, and I've got the adjacent. Okay, the one with two ticks is the CA, so that's reminding me that cos x equals a over h. I've just slipped into lowercase there, it doesn't really matter. That's a general formula. For my particular triangle, that's going to be that cos x equals a, 5 centimeters, divided by 8. So the cosine of the angle is 5/8, and on my calculator I need to do inverse cos, so cos inverse, that means press shift then the cos button, or second function then the cos button on some calculators, 5 divided by 8. If I press equals from there, that will come up with 51.317 and some more after that. I'm just gone for 51 there. That's my answer, and I would always write down the whole calculator display there as I've done. The last bit was, it asked me for 1 decimal place. I've got to round this number to 1 decimal place, so I'm thinking that I need to be cutting it off there. So 51.3 or 51.4, clearly that's nearer to 51.3, so my answer will be 51.3, don't forget, centimeters. Okay, that's the first part done. Part 2. Here is another right angle triangle. It's a right angle triangle, it's got an angle in it and one side, so I can't use Pythagoras because I've only got the one side, so it's going to be a trig question. Calculate the value of y. Give your answer correct to 1 decimal place again. Okay, so, usual thing. So, SOHCAHTOA, that's written down, that's labelled my signs. Opposite is the h, opposite the o, and there. Tick off what I've got. I've got the adjacent. I'm trying to find the opposite, so I'm going to use tan. So, general formula, tan x will be equal to O over A. Look at my particular triangle now. Tan of 40 will be equal to O divided by 12.5. Okay, let's rearrange that formula. Tan 40 equals O divided by 12.5, so 12.5 times a tan of 40 will be equal to O. If I type that into my calculator, that's going to give me 10.4887, and then a little bit more as well. They've actually asked for it correct to 1 decimal place, so again, let's see where I'm going to cut that off, 1 decimal place. Is it nearer to 10.4 or 10.5? Quite clearly again, that one's not a difficult one. It's nearer to 10.5. So I'm going to write equals 10.5. Wasn't centimetres yet, centimetres to 1 dp. Okay, question done. Hope that's been useful to you and given you a method for solving these. I'm now going to scroll the board on so you're able to have a go at a question by yourself. So you have a go at that, press pause now. Welcome back. A chance to do this question here. Hope you've had a go at it. I'm going to take you through it now, see how you do. ABC is a right angle triangle. That's crucial. That's telling me that if I need to, I can use Pythagoras or I can use right angle trigonometry, SOHCAHTOA. Calculate the size of the angle marked x. Now, as soon as the size of angles, the amount of an angle, I've got to go into trigonometry. So, SOHCAHTOA. Okay, label it up. Opposite the right angle, H. Opposite the angle there, A. Got that wrong. O. That must be A. Okay. Tick off what I've got. I've got the H. I've got the A. So this is going to be cos of the angle equals A over H. A over H. There we go. Now for my particular triangle, cos of x, is x in this case, don't know what it is, equals A 8.2 over 10.6. H was 10.6. So on my calculator, inverse cos, or second function cos, will get you there. 8.2 divided by 10.6. Make sure you close that bracket on your calculator when you type it in. And if you do that on your calculator, you'll get 39.32308. Now this time they've asked for it 3 significant figures. So that's the most important one, it's the highest value. Next one, I need to be thinking about cutting it off there. Is it going to be 39.32 or 39.33? Sorry, 39.3 or 39.4. 32 is nearer to 3 than it is to 4. So it's going to be equals 39.3 degrees to 3 significant figures. That's my question there. I meant to say earlier on that if you're doing these calculations, you're not getting the angles I'm getting, but you're fairly close, like maybe it's somewhere up to about 42 or maybe down to 36. It's because you haven't got your calculator in the right mode. On your calculator you must be in degrees mode, the little D must be showing. If you've got an R for a radians, you're going to be miles out. If you've got a G for gradians, you're going to be quite close. That's the French system, and they say that there are 100 gradians in a right angle. So that's actually quite close to 90 degrees in a right angle, so often you're close but not quite there. Make sure your calculator's in degrees mode. Okay, hopefully that is what you got for your answer. I think I've got one more loaded up for you to have a go. Yes, I have. You have a go at this question. Press pause now. Welcome back. I think this is the last trig question I've got ready for today. So let's have a go at it. First of all, ABC is a right angle triangle. It's written there for you, it shows you there. So you're into Pythagoras or right angle trig, SOHCAHTOA trig. AC is 16, CAB is 58, that was drawn in there for me. Calculate the length of AB. I want AB. I haven't got two sides given to me, so I can't use Pythagoras, so I must be having to use trig. Okay, SOHCAHTOA. Now label this up. Opposite. There, opposite of right angle is always a hypotenuse. Opposite the given angle is the opposite. That's the adjacent. Right, tick off what I've got. I've got my hypotenuse. I've got nothing else, but I'm asking to find this distance here, AB, which is the adjacent. So I'm looking for my adjacent. It's another cos one. Cos x equals A over H. Next stage, fill it in with my particular triangle. Cos of 58 will be equal to A over 16. Rearrange 16 times the cos of 58, I ought to put that in brackets really, is going to be equal to A. If I use my calculator for that, I will get that A equals 8.47878. They've asked me to just correct the 3 significant figures. Most significant, next significant, there. So I'm going to think about cutting it off there. So A equals, right, 8.47 or 8.48 was 78. It's past the halfway mark. It's going to be 8.48. I ought to write to 3SF, just so people know how accurate I'm being. Okay, that's it for right angle trigonometry. I hope that's useful to you. The only thing we've not touched upon is that this bit here, SOH. SOH is that sine of the angle equals O over H. That's on a calculator too. The cos of the angle, the cap bit, is A over H, and finally the tan of the angle will be O over A, just as you read it in order here. Okay, we did some questions with cos, we did some questions with tan. Just to remind you, that's what a sine is. I hope that's been useful to you. Do come back and watch another back of the net recording.